this news story would obviously sadden you. Look at this thuggery of Muslims in Islamic countries. I'm an atheist. I don't care about any religions, but I obviously care about human rights, whether they're Christians or Ahmadis, no matter how ridiculous I find their beliefs to be. But this is not right. Look at this one, Nuria. A Christian man is sentenced to death for blasphemy in Pakistan after he argued with a customer who demanded a discount for being a devoted Muslim. So he said, well, screw you. I don't care whether you're a good Muslim or a bad Muslim. Give me my whole wage or whatever my invoice turns out to be. So Ashfaq Masih, 34, was sentenced to death by a Lahore court for blasphemy. He was arrested in 2017, Nuria. The one argument over religion, and if you're a non-Muslim, can literally destroy your life. So 2017, he was arrested. This is before I even started my activism. He's been rotting in prison since then, and now 5 years later, he's been awarded a death sentence. So basically, the argument ensued when he said a Christian mechanic has been sentenced to death. Ashfaq Masih, 34, was arrested after he got into a verbal disagreement with a Muslim customer at his motorbike repair shop. So you can't even do a business if you're a non-Muslim. In Lahore, by the way, the second biggest city in Pakistan. It's not really a far-flung, very rural city.
It's one of the more modern cities, supposedly.
Yeah. I mean, it's using word modern with any Pakistani city is probably an oxymoron. But
no, but infrastructurally at least.
Yeah, the customer had no. Even in that case,
there's no good anything to hold on to. But
Pakistan has this unique quality of becoming Venice in the monsoon season, or the canals of Amsterdam. Yeah, you see floating cars, floating houses everywhere during monsoon season. But anyway,
so Masih is overflowing as well. Yeah.
but listen to this part, Nuria. Masih was accused of disrespecting the Prophet Muhammad and arrested after he allegedly said, for Christians, Jesus was a true prophet. What is wrong?
So, hold up. All he's done here is, first of all, this man has tried to play, for some reason, thinks he's entitled to play the religion card to get a discount. I don't know when being a good Muslim ever translates to you get mates rates and things that you buy. What the hell? Where do you get that sense of entitlement from? And then this guy's just, I'm from what you've just read, he's merely asserting his individuality. Like, I'm actually not from that view. Like, I'm not even Muslim, because I'm sure the guy assumed he was, because why else would you ask someone to give you a discount for being a devoted Muslim if you think they aren't a Muslim? Because who else would care whether you're devoted or not, and like reward that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
but like this guy literally is just saying, I'm not Muslim. For us, we think differently, and that is enough to get you sentenced to death. That is considered insulting. Saying my belief is this. It's not the same as yours. You're not even saying anything about their belief. You're just saying this is my belief, and it differs.
And that's an official statement of every religion. We're right.
Exactly.
In Christianity, Muhammad was the fake prophet in Christianity, and according to Muslims, Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is a fake prophet.
Yeah, exactly. And the list goes on.
Yeah, every religion shits on other religions. How about when Muslims say, oh, Jesus was not the son of God? Who are you? That's their theology. According to them, he was. Just like you said that your prophet used to make noises of camels and snorting and snoring. Yeah. And apparently, instead of having an epilepsy fit, he was actually speaking to the creator of the universe through an angel called Gabriel.
So classy. So classy, Allah.
So we're not allowed to disbelieve that. Yeah, that's what he's saying. So anyway, so this guy, poor guy, like as I said, 5 years wasted. I really felt bad for him. This is what he says. He said, I insisted for my bill and said that I don't follow anyone other than Jesus. So wasn't interested in the man's religious status. That's a perfectly rational statement. And just for that, fair enough. That guy got angry. That Muslim guy got angry, and he said, "You know what? Screw you. I'm angry. I'm a Muslim. I'm going to use a Muslim privilege." But it went to a court, Nuria. The judge saw this, and judge said that statement is good enough. So, anyways, I was going to talk about this. This is why it's so important for the international community to actually freaking go after Pakistan. A year ago, I covered this news story. European Union threatens Pakistan. I saw that. And I actually spoke with this guy. Have a look at this video. Well, I'm not going to play the video, but clearly. So a year ago, I said this European Union actually threatened Pakistan to remove blasphemy laws, and they were obviously that they used Salma, I forgot her last name, as an example, who was also rotting. And I think her and her husband had been rotting in prison for 4 or 5 years or something. So European Union brought that case up. They showed her photo, and actually, I might even have that. Actually, no. Anyway, so she had been rotting in prison, and they said, this is travesty of justice. This woman should not be in jail. The trumped up charges or whatever. Pakistan, get your act together. Otherwise, we're going to remove a GSP plus status. So Pakistan said, how dare they get involved in our internal matters, blah, blah, blah.
Even though Pakistan relies heavily on its GSP plus status, like heavily, they can't afford to be like running rings around them.
Yeah, and FATF sword is always hanging over their heads. So it was Imran Khan's government, and they said, how dare they? But guess what, Nuria? They were all filled with hot air. 4 weeks later, and I was surprised at that. 4 weeks later, they what's the word when they let you go or something, when they overturn the decision or whatever, on appeal they reverse the decision. Anyway, so they let her go, and she moved to Europe. I actually spoke to her brother in my conference in London, and he told me the whole story. I said, I remember that. I covered that news story, that within 4 weeks, that big threat. And I would keep pestering that European Union parliamentarian about these stories. I think he needs to be made aware of this guy as well. And I think, bring it up again. Sorry, Pakistan, get your S together. Otherwise, we're going to take off your GSP plus status. That means Pakistan's biggest exporting partner is the European Union, $8 billion. It's nothing, but anyway, it's the biggest one for Pakistan. 8 billion, European Union, and the United States is, I think, 6 billion or something like that, and then the rest everywhere else.
Drop some stellar stats about Pakistan today. Yeah. Really shining example it is to the world. Nobody imagine that. Yeah, either love your prophet or have some dollars from us. And I guarantee you, Pakistan is going to pick US dollars over the sanctity of their prophet. 10 times out of 10. Of course.
Just like they couldn't
money expel... and economics trumps it all.
Just like Imran Khan, who said, I would do anything for our prophet. We love our prophet. And when the state of France disrespected Prophet Muhammad with cartoons on the government buildings, and the Tariq-e-Labbaik in Pakistan, this outfit, the lovers of the Prophet
outfit.
Expel the ambassador. Imran Khan said,
French products.
Imran Khan said, sorry, we can't do that. That's how I remember the $8 billion figure, because he threw that in at that point. So they threw their prophet under the bus. They always do that. Prophet is this, this guy is a joke. Your prophet is a joke, and and the more you cry and whinge about it, the more people are going to talk crap about him. I've said it before, and I keep saying it. The most satired and the most insulted historical figure, and I'm talking about crude insult, that is Prophet Muhammad. Adolf Hitler, most documentaries. He's a guy. Most books, a lot of books and documentaries have been written or made about him. But Muhammad is probably the most ridiculed person, and it's increasing, and it's going to keep on increasing until Muslims let go of this butthurt attitude. Don't say anything. We love him more than our prophet. No, you don't. You don't love him more than your profit, more than your lives. You don't. You love US dollars more than that. Yeah, it's just crap. Anyway.
If you like these videos and want to support me in my activism, then you can support me on Patreon or PayPal. Stay free, everyone!